Hi, I'm Kenny Roo. Welcome to Kangaroo Energy, where we share practical knowledge on energy, money, technology, innovation, and everyday life. We have something important today. Let's get into it.
Hi, I am from Kangaroo Energy. Most homeowners think choosing a solar installer is about price. It's not. The biggest mistakes happen after you sign the contract. Panels are easy to sell. Good system design is not. And if you ask the wrong questions, or worse, no questions at all, you could be stuck with underperforming solar for the next 20 years. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 simple but powerful questions that instantly separate professional solar installers from sales-driven operators. These are not technical traps. These are clarity questions. And if an installer can't answer them confidently, that's your signal. Let's start with the first one. Question number 1. Who is actually designing my system? A lot of people assume the salesperson designs the system. In many cases, they don't. Sometimes it's outsourced. Sometimes it's automated software with no real site-specific thinking. And sometimes the design changes after you sign. You need to know whether a qualified designer is reviewing your roof layout, shading, panel placement, inverter sizing, and electrical limits. Solar is not a copy-paste product. Roof orientation, tilt angle, shading from trees or chimneys, and switchboard capacity all matter. If your installer cannot clearly explain how your system is being designed and by whom, that's a red flag. Question number 2. How will this system perform in real conditions, not just in perfect weather? Anyone can show you a big annual production number. But what happens in winter? What happens during cloudy weeks? What happens if you export less to the grid because of network limits? A good installer should explain expected daily averages, seasonal differences, and realistic savings based on your usage pattern, not generic numbers. Your house, your consumption, your location. If they avoid performance conversations and only talk about maximum output, they are selling optimism, not accuracy. Question number 3. What happens if something goes wrong? This is where many people get surprised. Solar systems have multiple components: panels, inverter, mounting system, isolators, monitoring, wiring. Each part may have a different warranty period. But warranties are only as good as the company supporting them. Ask who handles warranty claims. Ask whether they have local service teams. Ask how long it typically takes to respond to issues. Ask whether monitoring alerts are included or if you need to check the app yourself. A professional installer will confidently walk you through the support process. A weak one will say, "Don't worry, it never happens." Question number 4. How does this system fit my long-term plan? Solar is not just about today's electricity bill. Maybe you're planning to buy an electric vehicle. Maybe you're thinking about adding a battery in the future. Maybe your household consumption will increase. The right installer will discuss future compatibility. Is the inverter battery ready? Is there room on the switchboard? Is your export limit already maxed out? These details matter now, not later. If your installer doesn't ask about your future plans, they're thinking short-term, and you're the one who pays for upgrades later. Question number 5. What assumptions are you making about my savings? This is the most important question. Savings projections often rely on assumptions: feed-in tariff rates, electricity price increases, export limits, and how much energy you use during the day versus at night. If those assumptions are unrealistic, your payback period changes dramatically. A good installer will explain what assumptions they're using and how sensitive your savings are to changes in electricity pricing or export rates. Transparency builds trust. Vague promises destroy it. Now let's be honest. Not every installer is bad. There are excellent companies in the market. But the solar industry moves fast, and marketing often moves faster than engineering. These 5 questions force clarity. Who designed my system? How will it perform in real conditions? What happens if something fails? How does it fit my future? What assumptions are behind the savings? If you ask these calmly and confidently, you immediately change the power dynamic. You're no longer a buyer chasing a discount. You're a homeowner making a long-term infrastructure decision. Solar can be one of the smartest upgrades you make, but only if the system is designed properly, explained clearly, and supported long-term. Before you sign your next solar contract, pause. Ask better questions, demand real answers, and make sure the system installed on your roof actually matches your goals, not just the sales target. If this helped you think differently about solar, stay connected. Subscribe for more videos, like, share, and stay informed.
Hi, I'm Kenny Roo. If this helped, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you'd like us to cover next.